Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. Just wanted to come on and do a video of a Christmas gift I gave myself. The little kid in me, buying gifts for myself. But every year I like to get something for myself, just something kind of like an end of the year kind of thing. So this year I finally, after thinking about it for a couple of weeks and longer, I purchased Frasier, the Blu-ray, the complete series on Blu-ray. Now I know for us, if you like me, you have certain there's these certain like comfort shows that you have, shows that you just watch over and over again, and you just enjoy them. It never gets old. It's one of those shows you can put it on the background playing if you're doing some other work, and you just enjoy the show. And I have a lot of those type of shows, but one of them is definitely Frasier. I guess if you're watching this video, you're probably a fan of the show, and you might be thinking about getting the Blu-ray DVDs. So I don't have to go on and explain how good the show is, but it's really like I became a fan of it, I mean, many years ago. Again, when it was still airing on TV. I used to watch. I first started watching it. Remember the Lifetime network? It used to play in the morning around like I think 10 o'clock in the morning. And if I was home from school, is there, I would watch it. It was from like 10 to 11. But that's when I started watching. I just thought it was really funny. And anytime it's on, I would watch it. Now, when it comes to buying the DVD or the Blu-ray, you don't really need it. Again, I didn't really need to purchase this because it's streaming on. I think it's like streaming on Hulu and Disney Plus. It might be streaming on some other streaming services, and it's always on TV. There's a network called Cozy TV, and they usually do marathons, so it's not really necessary to buy it because it's streaming. But one of the things is like I didn't want, if from previous videos, I don't like depending on streaming services for shows or movies that I like because they can easily take it down and that's and you can't watch it. I'm not sure if they would take Frasier down. I think that it will always be on some kind of streaming service because it is a popular show. But I want to own things. I want to have it in my collection. I want the ability to watch it whenever I want, and not have to worry about, and especially not have to worry about commercials sitting through it. Watching an ad for like a minute in order to get to the show, and that. So that's why I always like if it's a movie or TV show that I enjoy, I like to just buy the DVD in my collection. So let's go through this real quick. Now, this is really expensive. The Blu-ray seems like complete series like Blu-rays are still expensive. I got this from Amazon. It's $115. It's a lot of money. I had it like I've been like I had it in my cart for like a couple of weeks. I was hoping to see if maybe the prices go down. I was like thinking maybe Black Friday, maybe it will go on sale. That didn't happen. I don't think it's ever going to go on sale. Maybe it will, but it seemed to be stuck on that $115 price range. But if you get the regular DVD, it's cheaper. It's like $54 around that price. So if you want the standard DVD, you could go in that direction. And I was thinking about getting that, but the problem is I saw like an unboxing, and with the standard DVD set, it's the CDs or the DVDs are stackable. So it's not like the seasons don't have individual cases like this. So you have a chance. It's like kind of like I did an unboxing of my Magnum PI complete series DVD set, and it's stackable. So by the time you get to the later seasons, maybe one of the DVDs will be scratched or something like that. So you're gonna pay a little bit more for the Blu-ray, but there's a lot of benefits from the Blu-ray. Especially the picture quality, and plus the packaging is a lot better. So here's the front, the Frasier the Complete Series, side view. Here's the back. It's not loaded with a lot of special features, so don't expect that. I guess you have a lot from the first season, the special features and stuff, but throughout the seasons, you don't really have that much, special features or episode commentaries and stuff like that. And then I think I showed everything, right? Yeah, that. Okay. So we'll go through the. I'll show you what they look like. So this is season one. Now I'm not a big fan of the first two seasons, and this is like the so it's perfect because each DVD has their own. It's not stackable, so it's really easy. So it's really nice. And this DVD, I think, has some of the special features on the back. There's some commentating, if you could read that. So, Frasier ran for 11 seasons, from 1993 to 2004. Again, if you know, it was a spin-off of Cheers. This is season two. And all the DVDs look the same, so it's not, I'm not going to open all of them, but it's, with that, so it's nice. Here's season three. This one still has some special features on it too. Like I said, I really enjoy the show. This is one of the shows I could just put on, if I'm doing some work, computer work or something, or just have it on the background and play it. I've done like Frasier marathons. Here's the back. This is the season that I really started, like, my favorite, like, seasons. I think from season 4 through 8 are probably the best. I like when, especially when Donnie, the attorney, gets into, and they have the whole storyline with him engaged to Daphne and all that. I thought that was really good. They added Bulldog to this cover. This is season 5. And we have season 6. See if they changed it. Yeah, it's the same gray disc. Season 7 was one of my favorites. I really enjoyed that. I think this is the season. Season 6 and season 7 is when they did the whole thing with Donnie and Daphne's engagement and all that. But I really enjoy I think, to me, the golden, and not just my opinion, the golden era of the show was seasons 4 through 8. And this is season 8, the first season where Daphne and Niles are together. I really enjoyed that storyline that they had. That was pretty cool. I mean, I wonder if the writers thought from the beginning that they were going to have them get together. Here's season 9. I mean, there's so many great episodes. I mean, I can't even, like. Here's season 10. I think after maybe season 9, maybe the show kind of overstayed its welcome a little bit, but I think it was still good. I think it was still. This one's a little stuck here. I think it was still good. Here's the final season. And this one has some special features too on here. So that's it. That's what you get, and you get you can put them all in here and put it on your shelf. Just be careful with this because it's not made that well. So you could put it on your DVD shelf if you have one. But yeah, I'm happy that I got this. Again, when you talk about the price, it's a little, it's really expensive, and you don't really need it because, again, it's streaming. So if you want to get your Frasier fix, you can just watch it on, on a streaming service, a Hulu, or if you have, it's usually on I think Cozy TV or something like that. But again, for me, I like to own shows and movies that I enjoy. So that is it. That's Frasier, the complete series on Blu-ray. Um, and thank you for watching.